I forget. All right, live on YouTube. No, I don't know. I don't know what they could change the name to. I feel like it's in so deep that changing the name is actually just like to anything is detrimental. Brother, just keep it as Fortnite. Why you got to change the damn name? Why you got to change the name? Is there some sort of legal issue that you just want to resolve by somehow changing the name of the IP or whatever? Like, I don't know. John Fortnite. John Rollins. Freak, how's it going? Okay. The plan. The master plan. And plan. The master plan. I just wanted to do a little thing today, which is like a little quality of life thing, which is showing what you can interact with and what you can't interact with. And funny enough, we can reuse the thing that we made yesterday to also return never mind, I'm kidding. I can't. I forgot. To have multiple outputs in C++, you need to have a struct. Krim, did you know that sculpting a dog isn't easy? I learned that yesterday while trying to sculpt a dog. What if you just do a cube and then 4 cubes and then like a cube, 2 cubes for the ears and then like a cube for the nose. And just leave it at that. What if we just change the entire art style to just fit the dog? Could you tell me what's the best way to reference the player character actor in state trees? The player character actor? As in player character as in your player character or 3 years in and I just found out about the profile GPU command to profile the current frame. For some reason in UE5 that doesn't work for me anymore. Best way to reference the player character actor in state trees. Your player character just want to get a few variable, but I don't know if casting in the tasks is the way to do it. Doesn't seem too good. I'm sure there's a way. I would just do whatever works for now. I haven't used state trees in a hot second. Do you even do that in train rot? Hold on, let me look. Set focus to move to location, move to aggressive. Oh, I use a payload struct called target perception info, which I believe I made, and that gives me a target actor. And that's how I feed it into anything. I don't know if I do any casting though. Yeah, I don't think I do any casting. I think I do it all with the payload stuff. I found this guy on Fiverr who does 3D modeling, and his low price for simple objects was $10, and his price for a low poly wheelchair was 120. Bro, the inflation of wheelchair prices even affect the 3D modeling space. It's crazy. It's actually so insane how medical stuff is always so expensive because they always just use it under the guise of, oh, you're just going to pay 20% of it anyways because 80% of it is going to be paid by insurance. Go fuck yourself. Fucking dinky ass wheelchair does not cost $3,000 or whatever you're charging. Criminal. Absolutely fucking criminal. Just figured out state trees yourself. There's a few YouTube videos I watched, Freak, that kind of helped me kind of get into it. It started me up, but I did struggle a little bit kind of trying to figure it out. And I'm still struggling figuring it out. Don't get me wrong, I'm not. I haven't figured it out just yet. Still dumb. Still shit. Yeah. The YouTuber Jerry Rig Everything is building a factory specifically to make cheap wheelchairs because of that. Because of the fact that, like, I don't know, man. Insurance is, I think, the worst thing that ever happened to planet Earth, to be honest. Insurance companies. Because then you claim an insurance, and then guess what? They just increase your premium. Now you're just paying more because they got to make their money back off of what you just did. So, oh my God. Anyways, we're going to go, this is going to end up in the economic talk. Let's get out of here. This one's $5. No support for WebGL, context detected. I love how it says it's the target platform is for VR, but it is 102,000 vertices. That's just the verts. I recommend not having insurance, then you get the out-of-pocket discount. Once I had to pay for a hospital bill that was $1,400, I asked them if I could pay without insurance and ended up paying $700 instead. I think insurance probably would have saved you more money in that situation, but it obviously it depends, right? If you get your insurance from your employment, then you might as well take it, as long as it's a good insurance. There are a lot of bad insurance companies that are just dog shit. They're just a hassle just to claim anything. You had shitty insurance? Okay, if you had shitty insurance, then yeah, it makes sense. America health system is so funny. You can actually like haggle the price down. I'd like to negotiate. It's like, can you do that in a fucking Walmart? No. But for some reason, when it comes to your health, yes. That chair would fit 3 crims. Guys, I checked my weight last time I was at the gym. I weigh, do you guys want to know how much I weigh? I weigh 130 pounds. And I'm 6'4". According to one of the BMI or whatever tests, it says I'm incredibly skinny. It says I am incredibly thin. Dangerously thin. Where does your body take energy from? That's what I'm saying. Fast food go in, fast food go out. It's a good thing my job is doing whatever the fuck this is, and not working at a factory or something. For me, fast food go in, fast food stay in. Damn. I eat one meal a day and I'm fat. Well, okay. The thing is, I also I think I think it's multiple things at play. One, it's probably my metabolism, and two, I have an appetite problem, and this is apparent in my entire family, where we will get hungry, we'll eat a little bit, and then we can't finish our meals at all. I will feel full like instantly. Have I gained weight after going to the gym? No, that was like my first time weighing myself, so we'll see in a few months. Bro orders simply a 6-piece and can't finish it. Bro, I order a Chick-fil-A sandwich and I can't even finish it sometimes. We all need to chip in and mail Krim some McDonald's and donuts. You guys are just trying to kill me. That's not gonna help. Then I'll just get diabetes. And like 5 other digestive issues. Crumble cookie to the dome. I will never buy a crumble cookie. Don't even try. What Krim needs is a babushka to cook for him some nice fattening meals. Is this like a grandparents thing, or is it just my grandparents where they like constantly have like old ass food in their fridge? Is that just like an old people thing, or is that just my old people thing? Because according to my cousin, who lives near my grandparents, they constantly have expired food around, and they don't get rid of it. Y'all have food in your fridge? Vancouver, BC person be like, yeah, my fridge is too small. It can only contain a leftovers from McDonald's. Bro, having a fridge in an apartment fucking sucks. It is so tiny. Meal prepping is impossible. How do people do it? Guys, there's a new Peak update coming out. Let's watch the trailer. Maybe I can learn a few things. This is really loud.
Are you really going down there?
Yeah, let's go for it.
You should stop drinking diet soda and start drinking full sugar soda. I mix in my kombucha with Dr. Pepper once in a while to get a little bit of that sugar intake, you know, shock my system a little bit, you know, get that insulin going, you know?
Where are you?
I can't see. No.
Oh!
Man, what way do we go though?
I have no idea where you are.
Line me up. I'm ready.
Be free.
Nothing's happening.
It's the jetpack from Lethal Company.
Away. I don't want to see you.
Anybody still got their peach on?
I see something above us. Oh, man.
Run! Run! Ugh. Did you guys make it up? Oh, the gloom is rising.
We're so close.
You gotta keep moving.
Look up, look up.
It's like a little obstacle.
Stand right here.
There.
No.
It's coming up really fast.
Wait, we can go around this way.
Bro gets hit in the face with an arrow. What happened? I love their art, man. Their art is so good. Cinema. 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 Shit, syrup that exploded was from 2001. A couple months ago. It happened when my mom was cleaning her place. Bro, the one time I had something explode on me was soy sauce. A bottle of soy sauce fucking blew up. Because I guess soy sauce can basically ferment. The one time I had something explode on me, sus. Come on, man. Come on. It's not inappropriate. Something exploded. It blew up. What do you want from me? That's it. I'm getting out of here. I've had enough of this conversation. See you later, punk. We should probably have fall damage in the game, huh? Fall damage. Yeah. Fall damage. Fall guys. Fall damage. Fall guys. Why does the stamina going down not interpolate, but the regen does? It is literally interpolated. I don't know what you're saying. I think you're fucking crazy. It's literally interpolated. Oh, when it goes down? Okay, it's just instantaneous. That's what you meant. Oh, sorry. Oh, we don't want to interpolate that, because that's like... Hello? Hi. I can hear you. I'm reading what you're saying, but I'm not processing it. All right, let's get to work. Let's get to work, baby. Let's get to work. Get to work like they work on the Discovery Channel. Yeah. Concentration to determine what the player is looking at to show and describe. Huh. Okay, so here's a problem. Here's the problem. I would love to use the get UI hand type again for this. However, there's only one output. Why? Because Unreal Engine, baby. So maybe we make a struct in here. In here somewhere. If I remember correctly, you have to put it above the class. I think. Methinks you have to put it... No, I was wrong. Wait, no, I'm right. Wait, no, I'm right. I'm right. Okay, we have to rename this. UI hover hand. Our variable names have really gone downhill over the past few months. It's really, let me say, it's really gone down. Okay, and then the other thing we need is text. And then we got to change that one thing to the FUI hand. FUI hand. Raw pointers should be banned by default in UE. What do you mean? Where? T object pointer? You can't use a T object pointer in here. In the struct? Why would it be a pointer? This is an enum. And this is text. Oh, I copied a struct before it? Oh, this one. Yeah, this I could probably change. No, you're right. You're right. I don't know if it makes that much of a difference, though. Who gives a fuck? Hey, listen. When the game crashes, then I figure it out. Okay? Right now, shit's fine. All right? Okay. You should look at Mass's variable names. There's an actual variable called fmass representation subsystem shared fragment. Huh? Huh? Finish the game yet? Nah. Give me like 6 months. Is this thing on? Eris, I can hear you, brother. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. Don't turn up the volume. I can hear you just fine. Leave it at 25% mic volume. Okay, thank you. All right, so we got to rerun this, which means a bunch of shit I was going to break. I'm on it. I'm on the job right now. I'm on the job right now. Oh. All right. Now, our shit. Look at that. Blueprint bad. Yeah. That's what Epic said when UE6 came around the corner. They're like, Blueprint bad. Wait, why did this turn into an internal function? Oh my god, don't tell me. Is literally every interactable broken? Set crosshair state. Hover hand. Rename, put this to hover hand. Yes. Oh yeah. Here's something really funny. The variables, local variables don't change their type when you change the type. This is why we keep Crim from actual code. I don't know, man. How else would you adjust a variable that you changed midway through? How would you do that? Explain to me. Actually, you know what? Don't explain it to me. I don't care. I changed my mind. How do we not have this emote? All right, better be good. This better be good. Shake my head. Nah, man, we don't need a duck shaking their head. Come on. Come on. What we do need, however, is... Do we have this emote? I think we do. Do I have, do we have, do I have, are there any good emotes in here? Nah, man, they all fucking suck. Jeez. Normie emotes? Ugh. It's all like normie emotes. Wait, no, hold on. This is great. Put this in. Put that one in. Got it. We got the emote of the day. Or week. Month. I can't keep up with that. We need dog emotes. I literally be me adds another cat emote. Oops. Let me check everything's still working. Hold on. Ah, would you look at that? Ah, well, would you take a look at that? It's fucking broken. And it's fixed. Oh, wow. You know, you looked at the error log, it would help you if you notice those problems. Pfft, they're not problems. They're just warnings. Of nothing at all. Warnings that mean nothing to me. They mean nothing to me. Because there's nothing wrong. That's just because I left the game too quick. Literally says error? No, it doesn't. Who cares? It's a non-issue. It's the non-issue log. The non-issue log. Why is this a byte? Why is the button state a byte? Oh, maybe there's like a button state where it's pressed that I want to put in at some point? Maybe. Maybe. Reminds me of Apple telling people they were holding the phone wrong. Maybe they fucking designed it horribly if people are holding that shit wrong. Come on, get out of here. All buttons are byte fields in operating systems? Does it look like I'm making an operating system over here, brother? They still were never good to hold? This is pretty, like, not ergonomic. It's a pretty non-ergonomic phone to hold, I gotta say. Pretty non-ergonomic, I gotta say. It hurts your hand after holding it for like 10 minutes. The iPod was all right. iPod was peak. You guys remember the Nano? Oh my god. What do you think about UE6 making a game with new blueprints? I don't know. I'm just not going to use UE6. There's a magical solution called I'm just staying where I am. They want to see proof that an employee of my LLC, business card, website, articles of incorporation, etc. That's not as uncommon as you think it is. Like, when I had to apply for like a payment processor and I did it under a business account, they ask for your articles of incorporation. I think they even request a website. They make sure that you're the director, that you have power. Because here's the thing, they don't want someone doing it maliciously, right? So they need to check all of that. They need to confirm all of that. They need to be sure that the articles of incorporation or the thing that you give them is like a document that was like made in the last six months or whatever. Now, PlayStation, that one fucking sucks. You need a static IP. You need all this bullshit. Oh my God. Why do you need a static IP, man? You have to make a state tree evaluator. It's a little bit like behavior trees. Behavior trees has some very similar structures where you have a specific type of object task that can just for getting values or actors or whatever. Have you had to deal with their SDK installer? It's horrible. I haven't done any console stuff lately. My Xbox dev kits, don't tell anybody, my Xbox dev kits are still in the box. I need to go through the PlayStation process, and then hopefully by then I could have both platforms in development. They make you have to manually click a checkbox for each element of the SDK you want to install, and they have over 1,000 things. What if I have a really simple game? Do I need to do any of the checkboxes? Can I not do any of the checkboxes? How about none of them? I have an idea. How about none of the checkboxes? Wait, I already have an action text? Oh, this is if you do something. We should reuse this. This would be a good idea to just reuse. But what is this box? Oh, that's the throw strength P bar, right? Peanut butter bar. Of course. Of course. And then this is a part of the action progress overlay, which is collapsed. Whatever. Just make a new text for it. Who cares? SDK stuff like being able to get trophies, account management, file management, etc. Maybe we don't need to bring the game to PlayStation. Like, do you think anybody's going to buy my stupid little indie game on PlayStation? Who gives a fuck? Do you think anybody's going to care? I don't think people would care. Lamau? No, but be real. Let's be real. There's so many people saying that they would buy the game on PlayStation and whatnot. I don't trust people. I think it'd do good. You think so? Time invested versus return, at least. You know what's going to be so annoying? Having to deal with all of these different payment processors and platforms. Oh my good lord. Can you imagine what kind of accounting nightmare that's going to become? It's already a nightmare with one game released. Imagine with two. And then you got to pay royalties to Epic. I guess it's a good problem to have, but still. Just look at Balatro and Stardew. Started on Steam, moved to console with smashing success. Okay, but that's Balatro and Stardew. This is me with my stupid little silly shooting game. Nintendo's probably the most profitable because their user base buys a lot of games. I don't know if I could port the game for Nintendo Switch. Also, I feel like my game is too violent for Switch, or do they not care for that? My stupid little chud shooter. Doom is on Switch? I don't even know how I'd optimize for Switch. I'm going to be real. Why would it be too violent? I don't know. I feel like I've heard of some stuff with like Switch with like certain violent games, I guess, but maybe I'm wrong. Mayhaps I'm wrong. I want to see what that font looks like. Please hold. Spawn item. Bandage. Bandages. Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh yeah, that looks good. I like that. Most of it's texture memory and jot cost stuff. I did work on a VR game at one point, so I think I can figure that out. I am, though, really stupid. And apparently my game is kind of unoptimized for certain people's PCs, so... so I'm gonna have to... it's a learning process, you know what I mean? It's a learning process. I'm not the best when it comes to optimization. But I'm down to learn. Whoa! Okay, let's work on the UI. Tom Loon has an optimization course, seems good. I was thinking of buying it. Although I gotta buy the higher priced one, which fucking sucks. I don't remember what the price of that was. Tom Lumen optimization course. But I think I literally have it in my phone. I've had it as an open tab for like the longest fucking time. The only thing is that I have to pay $795 US. Wait, there's a summer sale going on right now where I can get a $100 discount for $695? Holy light blast? Yeah, I feel like I just witnessed God. You have to have it in a room without windows or blacked out windows that nobody can look into? It's dumb. You have to have it in a room without windows or blacked out windows that nobody can look into? It's dumb. Like, while you work in Unreal with the SDK open, how are they gonna... How would they check that? Like, how would they confirm? Do you have to like take a picture of your room? Here's my workspace. So does that mean if you have the PlayStation SDK and you're currently working on a game, you can't stream that shit? Like, I don't think you can stream any console development at all. Even if that shit's just on your PC. Have you ever showed us your setup? I got a bunch of garbage everywhere, guys. I can't... Probably some confidential documents somewhere. It's just a room. It's just a box. I'm in a box. It's weird crap like that where Sony has it is super annoying to work with because you can negotiate it and everybody does, but it's in the default contract for some reason. The fuck? I also don't know how I would do console development. Can you just work in the same project? Or do I have to duplicate the project just for different consoles? I don't know what the process is for that. You know, Lance? Do you disable specific plugins or SDKs depending on which one you're packaging for? I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I'm not joking, by the way. Every time I worked on, you can work in the same project, just don't show it running on that console without permission in your contract. Don't show any SDK code on screen. Right, makes sense. So don't fuck up. No, it's literally just whatever. Here. This is my space. I got beef jerky, fucking chair. There's the blinds, guitars and shit, some chips. Keyboard. Mouse. That's it. That's all there is to it. It's literally it. I haven't been practicing my guitar. In fact, I lost my pick. I don't know where my pick is. Xbox and Nintendo are a bit more lax with that sort of stuff because they have some sane people working over there. Show under table, no pants. I got pants. I have pants on. All right, let's get to work. So we need a little UI thing. I was thinking of using this action text, but I'm actually thinking I'll make something different for this. Eat the rich, Crim is the rich. Do you guys remember when Pokimane was like, we should eat the rich? And then the person she was talking to was like, aren't you rich? And it's like, no. She's like, eat the rich rich. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. No. I meant eat the rich rich. See, I'm not like super rich. I'm not rich either, by the way. Let the record show. Let the record be shown. Grim, you should just eat at least. What? Eat what? I hate that. Game Pass is an awesome way for getting on an audience. I don't know how a Game Pass works for a game. Like, do they just give a flat amount? I don't know. It's very related to how do you do, fellow peasants? I just hate it when streamers act like they're really poor when they're clearly doing quite well for themselves. I'm sure they all have different financial situations, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say I'm rich, but I'm doing well. I'm doing okay. I can live. I can eat food. I can go buy groceries, even though I look at the price and I'm like, why the fuck is this 20 bucks? It's insane. A steak is $35. What? Even though I don't even like steak, I just look at the price. Some devs have terrible results and others have great results with Game Pass. Game Pass is a it depends situation? Ah, yes. This will be hover element, hover object, text, walk. Aha! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And this is hover object border. Naming? Yeah, because I gotta use these as variables. Yep. Yeah, I gotta. So you can't use that item right now. You can't use that item right now. You can't use that item. Oh, you know what? Oh, there was two options we could do here. We do the one that's underneath the crosshair, or every time you interact with stuff, you get a little text pop up. That's almost like your subconscious. That's on the left side. Something happened to my hair. I don't know what's going on. It's going crazy. It's like and then we could use that to like do things like you feel a chill down your spine or some shit. You know what I mean? But I guess we're just going to be doing this instead for now. I guess this is what we're going with. Although I like the idea of doing the little vertical box thing that shows you like what's going on. I feel like that'd be cool. Very Terraria pilled. Very Terraria pilled. What's in the bottom right corner? Is there anything in the bottom right corner in the game? Nothing. Could put the text stuff in the bottom right corner. That could be a great spot for that too. How does that look? Thoughts? Can't Think song is too catchy. God, it's so good. Yes, dude. All right, hover object border. Collapsed. So then in set crosshair state, we'll get this. Let's check if this is empty. If this is empty, then we'll set the visibility of the thing. Should we fade it out? Just set the visibility for now. Fuck it. Text is empty, or yeah. Not empty, and visibility I believe I got that correct. Let me double check. Text is not empty and the visibility is true, therefore allow it to be visible. Okay, good. Yes, man. Yes, man. Okay, next up. If the text is not empty, actually, we don't need to check for that. We could just set the text because if it's empty, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine, because it's invisible anyways, and it's just going to be an empty object anyways. Some might say I'm a professional. All right, we need to check the state of this thing. Yeah! If button ready is equal to 1, then that means it is usable. However, shit. However, what if you're at the very beginning of the game? What genre of music do I play in a fast-paced 5-minute level? 4 people multiplayer am I looking for? I don't know. What kind of game you working on? Yeah, Anvar, how's it going? I want to say the first one is S0. If we are at S0, I put a select in the select in the select in the select in the select. If it equals 1, but this is station 0. If we're not at station 0, my first message didn't send somehow. I put my whole soul into that message. For some reason, my chat disconnected. That's so weird. I did see you say hello, though. It disconnected prior to you saying hello, but... Thoughts, boss, for the Apple Store and Google Play because they need it? It would be good to have what you're currently building in there. At least something. Because while it is a website, I guess you just need to have a website. Yeah, that's fine. Begin your shift. Start your shift. However, if it's false, we need something else in here. However, this is equal to none, and... Wait, God, this is horrific. Is there a better way of doing this? Rather than doing 5 gajillion selects? I don't know. It's all a bunch of state checks. Guys, is it safe to rename a struct in Unreal blueprints? If it's a blueprint struct, don't even touch that fucker. Leave that fucker there. Whatever it's named, that's named for it forever. There's a reason why I don't do any blueprint structs anymore. You don't touch that fucker. Whatever you named it, you might have named it test. It's test now. Test struct is now test struct if you've been using it. Yeah, you could just back up the project if anything. Or submit to Perforce real quick. Do not use... this is why I don't use blueprint structs anymore. That shit's fucking dangerous, man. That's like playing with fire. I think you need 120 seconds in here. I'm going to rename all my structs to S underscore instead of ST. I always, for my structs, I always name them something struct rather than a prefix, but that's just me. I would be very careful. Once you start going into rename territory, especially with blueprint structs or blueprint enums, very dangerous territory. It could either go one of two ways. It's perfectly fine, but then you restart the engine or your computer and everything goes to fucking shit. Everything explodes. So if this is equal to this, you can't... Can't press the button at the start of a route. False. If false, then we just say you can't do that right now. Why is it recommended naming for structs F underscore? Oh, for C++ it's F whatever, because I think that's like how it reads structs or whatever. I don't even think it's a naming convention thing. I think that's literally how they need to be done. But yeah. Blueprint structs are fine. Just have a GDD document to know what the struct is and fill it at the start. A GDD isn't saving you from fucking technical problems where your entire project bricks itself because blueprint structs are fucking ass. Listen to me. Listen to me. All right? This is objective. This isn't even subjective. Blueprint structs and blueprint enums are extremely unstable in UE5. Please learn a little bit of C++. It will save you. The amount of times I've heard of people breaking their project because of a blueprint struct, man, in UE5. It's just do it in C++. Struct X. F struct green check mark. Yep. What is this function I'm doing? The button has different states of like what it could do when you hover over it. So basically I'm checking, are we in a route, but we've only been there for less than 120 seconds. Basically you can't press the button yet. So I'm changing the context of what it's going to say. You can't press the button at the start of a route. Otherwise, if it's equal to 0, meaning it's unusable, but it's not at the start of a route, I'll just say you can't do that right now. Over here, if we are at station 0, we'll just say start the next route. So let me confirm if this is correct. So if we did this correctly, at the very beginning it should say... That's not correct. If button ready is equal to 1... Wait, what do you mean? Oh, the button is 2. Wait, why is it 2? What? Wait, what? Wait. What's 1 then? What the hell is 1? Why is there a 2? Just use strings instead of enums and use classes instead of structs? That's chaos. Crazy. You would say that. Yeah, a game divine... listen, a GDD doesn't fucking save you when your whole shit breaks. I'm just... Yeah, listen, if there's one thing I'll put my foot down on and say objectively, that's definitely one subject where I'll be like, yeah... I think that's one thing you should at least learn C++ for, is just to create like a struct file. That's it. That's it. At least learn that. If you don't care for C++, at least learn that. Actually, hold on. What if we just do this? More than 0. There we go. Problem solved. I don't know why it's 2, but we'll just go with it. Past me must have had a reason. It's still... Oh, there we go. Start your shift. So now it should say you can't do that at the beginning of the route. You can't press the button at the start of a route. Yes. Oh, wait, it should say you can't stop the train. Give a bit more context of what the button does, rather than just saying it's a button. Me when my Boolean is 2. I don't know. I literally don't know what the reasoning was. There must have been a reasoning. There must be like a state reason why one... it's not an enum, it's a byte. It's a byte. I don't know why. There must be a reason. Okay, but what does the button show? Oh shit. Wait, we have one more state that we need to check for. You literally made the game? What? Yeah, and? Why don't you know the reason? I don't know, there's so much shit going on in this project. How am I supposed to know? It's gonna get to a point where I literally don't even remember shit I added in. Start the next route. Uh-oh. Okay. We need another state here. I put a select in the select. In the select, 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 in the select. Please move that name condition check below the float check. There, are you happy now? Is that what you wanted? Not that one? What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I literally don't know what you're talking about. YouTube chat, how are you guys doing? What's the workflow doing in C++, like using it in the same game, save game and Blueprint from C++? You mean a struct? The only differences between Blueprint and struct is you basically create a file. So for me, all of my structs, or most of my structs, like 90% of my structs, are handled in one singular file called trainrot structs. It's literally just this. You just define it as blueprint type, you name it, and then you can use it in C++ and in Blueprint once you rerun the engine. That's it. It's as easy as that. The only thing you have to learn really is just what are the variable names in C++. And that's really it. And there's even a bunch of cool shit you could do with structs as well. Like there's a lot of cool stuff you could do in here as well, I believe. Is it structs that can do it? No, data assets. But still, I'm sure you could do a bunch of cool shit with structs here too. I wouldn't doubt it. C++ be crazy like that. The big benefit though is safety. Like if you changed anything in here, it's not going to suddenly break your project once you rerun. Now you might have a couple little like errors and warnings because it has mismatched names or whatever. Easy to fix. It's a lot easier that than suddenly your shit bricking out of nowhere because I don't know why. Do you just search for your struct and blueprint graph? How do you save data to it? Well, you wouldn't save data to your struct. If you need to use the struct anywhere, you would just create the variable for it. And then I can search up all the structs I've made in here. Like, let's say I want to use the component hit info. Kablamo, right? And now it has all the stuff in here. From here. It's not a save game file thing. I found out something fun. If you put trigonometry into your shader for something super simple using cosine, the video shits itself and breaks your driver while... I use cosine a lot, so I don't know. I think this might be a pilot problem, Fist. I'm not going to act like I'm smarter. I don't know what, I forget what trigonometry is. It's triangles and shit, right? You don't use structs to save data? I could use a struct in a save game file, but it's not necessarily to save data, no. It's not really what a struct does, necessarily. Literally working out a forward face on a shader, and the driver just got to that part and noped out. The fuck? So did your, like, driver just explode? I really need to sit the fuck down and start studying math. I'm so salty I can't understand how Taylor series works. I don't even know what that is. I don't even want to make games anymore. Brother, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? If it is equal to none... Dock at the next station. Okay, but then we need a different state if you're about to lose the game because you're stranded. Okay. Okay. Fuck, man. We got a select and a select and a select. I hate this. I don't know. I guess I'm more interested in how computer works over how game works. All right. All right. Just be like Crim Celestial and use post-it notes and strings to make a game. Hell yeah. I failed math. I did half the exam. I walked out. I just used a calculator. I actually learned more math by doing game development than I did in school. These states should have a precedent hierarchy, then you can just return early with the string you want. I was literally thinking of that. There should just be multiple return nodes. That way I don't have to check for all of this stuff. But it's not the most complicated checks ever. It's just, this does look like ass. What math should you even learn for game dev? That's the thing. I don't go out of my way to learn math outside of the space and zone of what I'm doing. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to find a fucking book for geometry just because now I do 3D modeling. I just go in and I learn the shit based on what I'm doing. But like what you're probably gonna mostly do if you're in like 3D space and stuff, I think geometry is a big one. Geometry is probably gonna be a big one. I don't remember what algebra is, but algebra maybe. I think trigonometry a little bit because of geometry, I believe. I don't even remember what calculus is. I don't even remember what calculus is. The mathematics of change. Okay. See, that's what I mean. I don't even know these terms. Like, if a math whiz were to ask me these things, okay, I don't know. But if you were to ask me in the context of what I do with game development, I would probably be able to help you. So, in somewhat with certain things. Once you ask me how to explain a dot product, okay, dot product actually I know how to do now. I understand how a dot product works. Kind of. I know how to use it in the context of game development, but I don't know how to explain it. My problem is that when they were trying to explain these things in school, at the time when I was younger, I didn't have any inherent like connection to how I would use any of that fucking shit ever in my life. Because they never gave you like actual proper scenarios of how it would be done and whatever. They're just like, here's the thing, here's how you do it. That's it. There was no like connection for my brain to like give it any time of day. Like I didn't give a fuck. Like give me a purpose for it. Remember imaginary numbers? I don't even know what that is. It's like when amateur artists spend years practicing drawing boxes, but then when they want to draw anything, not a box, they don't know where to start. Like everything's just boxes and cylinders. Just got to get in there. Yeah, give me a context. Yeah, give me a context, man. An imaginary number is a real number multiplied by the imaginary unit I, where I equals the square root of... Yeah, who the fuck? Who cares? What's that going to do for me? Is that going to do my taxes? I think growing older is realizing that your teachers were not these like saints, and then some of them just were bad at their job. Yeah, teaching is a skill. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk? Some teachers are just really shit at their job. Just like how a police officer can be really fucking shit at their job. Just like how a doctor can sometimes be shit at their job. God, this is really bad. I have like 3 different states here. We're hitting the woke zone really quickly. How is this hitting the woke zone? Explain. Explain yourself. End the shift. Insufficient quota will result in failure? Result in suspension? I was trolling. I just heard cops are bad at their jobs and went awake. No, I said cops can be bad at their job. Result in explosions. Result in failure. Whatever. Let's do that. End the shift. Insufficient quota will result in failure. I kind of want to put this as... Oh, here's a problem though. I don't think that text is centered. There we go. Justification centered. All good. Oh, will result in termination. Yes, I love that word. Termination. Good call. Will result in termination. Result in termination? Is that correct English? I don't think that's correct. Result in termination? Insufficient quota will result in termination. Whatever. Failing to meet quota will result in termination. That's also a good one too. Because insufficient could be a bit of a complicated word. Failure to meet quota will result in termination. Yes. I wish I could make that text red though, but unfortunately I'm not using a rich text block. We should use a rich text block. I'll be back. Hey, sounds good, Julia. Oh, Julia, did you say hi, by the way? Oh my god. Okay, no. You just said result in explosions. Don't take that out of context. At least one guy gets the joke. Oh, I'll be back. I'll be back. End the route and dock at the next station. Can you not throw a tint on the text using tags to override the text color? You can, but you have to use rich text. Rich text is like a different type of text block that can use tags and even, I believe, insert images as well. Like you can do a bunch of stuff. Oh, actually, instead of start the next route, we should say continue the route. Failure to meet quota will result in termination. I'm putting dots at the beginning of things that end up that end up, sorry, something happens. What is state of things change? Hope devs is going well. I think it's going okay. Grim, how do you plan to like translate this game? I'm glad you asked. All of these are text blocks. So once I use the localization tool or your localization dashboard in UE, this will automatically search for all these text blocks. They all have keys, unique keys as well. But the easier answer to that is I'm not. Can put images, eh? Failing to meet quota will result in eggplant emoji. Start your shift. This feels too short. This is too small. Said everyone ever. Start your shift. What do we do? Leave the station and start your shift. Okay, you can't do that right now. You can't stop at the train at the start of a route. End the route and dock at the next station. Leave the station and continue the route. End the shift. Have I ever messed with the format text mode? Yeah, I use it a lot. This is awesome. It's cool. Although, never used e-text gender. Never used that before. That's kind of interesting. E-text gender. That's an enum. I learned while working on Suit for Hire that anything that the player will see as text should be text. Not string. Not name. Text. Learn that the hard way. Yeah, learn that the hard way. Yeah, learn that the hard way. How about commenceth thy appointed watch? All right, fucking guy from Game of Thrones, but he's also Shakespeare. Has anybody been watching the new Game of Thrones series? I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to feel about it. Like I can't tell if it's good or like not good. It's so weird. I'm like in between. I'm like it's in a weird in-between spot for me. Yeah, House of the Dragons. Love Dragons. House of the Dragons. Loved season 1. What is it on right now? I guess season 2, right? Has George even finished the book? I don't know. You got to give him time. He's going to have to pass on the books to his first son, if he has one. Oh, it's on season 3? No way. This is season 3? Ay. I don't know. There hasn't been any like good shows as of late. Am I fucking crazy? There's no good anime going on right now. I feel like there's no good shows. Except for Severance, which ended. I don't know when. I don't know when the next season's going to be. 5 gajillion years from now. Sorry, that was me puking. The new Batman Caped Crusader season just dropped on Amazon. It's really good. Caped Crusader? Lately, I've been loving an Apple TV series called Silo. What's that one about? Hello, I'm here to evangelize about True Detective Season 1 and Barry. There's a show just called Barry. It's just Barry. Barry. Going from Knights of the Seven Kingdoms to the last season of House of the Dragon made it a bit rougher in my opinion. Oh, dude. Knights of the Seven Kingdoms was so good. My partner and I were watching that, and then when that one scene comes on, if you've seen the show, I'm not going to spoil it, but when that one scene comes on, she was like, I can't watch this anymore. She was like, why did you show this to me? Why did you make me watch this? I didn't know it was coming, and then a fucking scene happened. The camera is specifically positioned in a way, and then... Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You guys... The people that watch it know what I'm... Yeah. And then... Yeah. Helmet. Yeah. That's basically all I'll say. Helmet. That actually taught me a really good life lesson, by the way. And that lesson is, if you see someone like a motorcyclist get into an accident and they have their helmet on, do not take off their helmet. Do not take off their helmet. In fact, leave it on. Because that could be the thing that's keeping them alive. You didn't know that? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. What? Do they teach that in school? No, they don't. I don't even think it's necessarily about the C-spine. I think it's literally like... I learned it in GTA RP. Okay, motherfucker. Okay. Motherfucker. I learned it in GTA. Yeah, okay. Barry is Bill Hader as a hitman who finds his life's calling in a shitty acting class. Okay, that sounds awesome, actually. I learned it when taking driver lessons where I live. Driving school. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know until that moment. Who'd have thought? I feel like these are the things they should probably teach you in like actual school, you know? Maybe crazy. There should be a class called Actually Useful Information. AUI. Actually Useful Information. And like they actually teach useful information in the class. Just for a semester. You can cover a bunch of shit in like 6 months. Easy. Or 4 months, whatever it is in a school semester. Generally speaking, if you don't know how someone is injured, you shouldn't move them. Right. That's another thing. But the helmet, I think, is a big one. School was like, mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. But then how do we fill out our taxes? No more questions, you piece of shit. I think I had one class about finances. It was not helpful. It was not very helpful. I think it... No, it wasn't very helpful. That should be a YouTube channel. Wait, actually... Someone get on that. You can call the channel Actually Useful School. And then AUS for Australia. And then you do videos of like actually useful information of everyday life. The thing is, though, you can't really teach taxes because taxes are different in like every country. So unfortunately, that's not very helpful for some people. It would only be helpful for like a certain region of people. But that being said, don't remove your helmet from someone who just got into an accident. It's pretty global. That's about as far as the videos go, by the way. I don't know what other tips you can put on there. just that tip. If someone gets into an accident, do not take off their helmet and video. Play an ad. I learned it in Beam G Drive. Bro, how is it that we're learning this super important information from like the weirdest corners of the world? There's a channel that a dude teaches all the stuff you would normally ask your dad. Dad, how do I... Oh, that's great. Six essential money tips. I'm curious what he talks about. What does he say? Have a budget. Want versus need. Don't try to look rich. Pay yourself first. Avoid debt. Compound interest. Money that earns money. Investing, I don't know, feels like such a weird gamble right now because we're living in what a lot of people are saying is an AI bubble. But Take-Two is my best performing stock right now. I just do ETFs because I can't be asked. Let's see how my ETFs are doing. Minus $13 today. No, my money! I like to hoard my money. I'm too scared to lose it. Brother, you're losing it while hoarding it. I avoid any company related to AI. That's the problem with ETFs right now is technically all of their top stocks are AI companies. Hoard it in a high yield savings account. Yeah, I gotta do that actually. I gotta put some of my money in a high interest savings account. A lot of the people in that fire department faction in GTA are like fire or hospital workers in real life too. It's so interesting how people that do long shifts of doing emergency work then choose to RP an emergency worker in an RP game. It's so interesting. I find that so interesting. I find that so interesting. I've asked them, they say it's like they get to do all the shit they'd get fired for in real life. So it's them wanting to do the things that they can't do in real life, even though they're doing the same thing they're doing in the game, but it's slightly different. I can't have a high interest savings account until October because I don't know if I'll be laid off then. What the fuck? People's principles are about to be tested when their basic living is locked behind surveillance state. No, man. We're all fucked. Who cares anymore? Listen, a cup of fucking coffee is $10 here in Toronto. Listen, I don't know what to tell you. Shit's not the same. That's why I feel like the whole advice of you should invest in blah, blah, blah is kind of like, I get it, but I also think it's becoming... Or maybe it's because of like everything going on right now. It feels like slightly outdated advice. It's good advice, don't get me wrong, but it's also slightly outdated in some way. $10? That's cheap in Vancouver. What's crazy is that $10 is a cold brew. They literally don't even have to do anything. They just take out a jug that they just had overnight and they put that fucker in the cup. That's it. With some cold foam on top. You should have invested at age 4. Honestly, I should have. You're right. Born a little too late. Born early enough to see TikTok rot everybody's fucking brain. Born too late to invest in basically anything. Yeah, I have an account that you have to withdraw and wait 2 months before you get your money. But I think it's 5%. which is probably the highest I can get in Canada. It's either 5 or 4%. I don't remember. Vine was great until it turned into what TikTok is now. It's filled with shitty influencers peddling products. I'm just saying, the sooner you can get away from that short form content, the more normal your life is going to feel. Truly. It's not worth the memes that occasionally are funny. It really isn't, in my opinion. The occasional meme that's funny. But then 99% of the rest of your content is just garbage. This is long form content? Streams? I guess streams are long form content, I suppose. It's just saddening because it's like we kind of witnessed the internet turn into what it is over the past like 8 years. Like we witnessed all of it. We saw AI become a thing. We saw TikTok become a thing. We saw Twitter get fucked over by a guy who thinks he's everything. And then pays people to play on his Path of Exile account. Most of my shorts are indie game dev or D&D related. Okay, but like, how much of that indie game dev short content is actually like worthwhile? I feel like it's all regurgitated content. I'll be the one YouTuber that's like saying things opposite. You're still waiting on Krim to finish the damn game? I have one game released. Okay? Don't be an asshole. Don't be asshole. Don't be asshole. I feel like once I deleted all the apps, I lost connection with college friends because our only interaction is the memes. That's why I think I feel bad for kids in school, because literally that's their only connection is shit they see on fucking YouTube or whatever. But it's like that shit's clearly rotting their brains. It's turning them into iPad kids. I just saw an update, a new update on Pirate Software. What's he up to these days? I'll give you a hand when I finish mine in a month or so, Krim. I'm looking forward to your release, Fist. I'm looking forward to it, man. I don't know, I'm banned. How did you get banned on this stream? Is there a way to only see shorts from people you subscribe to? Is this the guy that says he works at he worked at Blizzard every 30 seconds? Yeah, that'll get you. That'll get you. That'll get you. I need to see what the stranded route looks like. So this is great. This will at least teach players that, hey, you can't push the button at the beginning of a route. It's disabled. And stuff like that, right? That's kind of like why I did this. Maybe the text should blink in and out. I see no shorts at all. I need to get off my phone because sometimes I get sucked into watching shorts and then I like regret everything because I'm like, God, this is such a waste of fucking time. Like, I'm not gaining anything. These messages should show when trying to interact, not always visible. Yes. The thing is, though, I do want to have it like show here because if you might press the button without knowing what it does, and then when you press the button, it does what it's going to do. I would agree with that for the for this one, for the this version here, where it's invalid. This one should probably be a pop-up one. But honestly, I feel like they both give the same result. If anything, this is more instantaneous because it just removes itself instantly when you're not, like, looking at it anymore. I think the hand should also be grayed out. Flush noise? Flush noise? Ugh. Uh-oh. Technically, that's incorrect, but whatever. My money's on the flush noise being broken and Krim will never know. There's one worry I have. I've heard something about Unreal's, like, chance-based stuff being fucked up, like their randomization being fucked up, and I worry that this is one of those situations where I even upped the value. It's 0.08% chance now. Or sorry, 0.008% chance. One day someone will get the flush noise. I think this would be a good pop-up. Yeah, the error pop-up should be there, I think, if you try to press it. A buzz? Have I made this game? This is the game I'm working on, yeah. Did I build this on my own? Kind of? Not 100%. My partner is doing some of the modeling the items and stuff like that. I would do floating interaction text and keep it short, like 3D mesh with glowing shader or something. We could go into that realm of polish for sure, doing like the floating text, but I feel like at this stage it's okay for now. Because for me to do floating in-world text, I'd have to make it a 3D widget and stuff like that. It's going to be a whole new territory of stuff. Can I do a 3D widget without making it a 3D widget? Like a whole actor? I wonder if I could do that. And it's just a normal on-screen widget. I don't think so. I guess I could get the location of the vector or whatever. I would love to know how your brain works. It's so clever. My brain is like every 3 minutes it wants to do something else. Like, for example, right now I'm thinking about a really good fucking Italian sandwich. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Woo! Wow-wee! Don't you have something similar for the item overlays? The item overlays are a 3D widget that's shown on screen space. Whereas this one is just a direct little template widget that we could change the text of right on the UI. So we'd have to do an entirely different workflow to get that the 3D space one working. wanted to ask, I really liked how the crosshair worked in Superfire. Was that a screen space widget? So top down, it's just a cursor image. In third person, it is an actual in-world crosshair. Is the widget just text essentially? It's just text basically. I wonder if we could somehow take the object border and move its positioning. Honestly, how do you learn this stuff? It ain't too hard. Just spend 10 plus years on it. Oh, you know, just spend 10 years on it. No, it's not interactable. It's not interactable. Hold on, let me try. Let me try something. I'm curious. I'm 38. Is it too late for me to start? I don't think it's ever too late to start something. I don't think it's ever too late. I don't think it's ever too late to start something. Do I have to put this in the corner? I think I do. And then I want to see if I can modify the location of this. I'd have to put it on tick though. It's too late, bro. Give up. That's crazy. If someone said I'm 38, can I go pro in a video game? I'd say no. See, those are a little bit harder because you're almost... It's going into competing on an athletic level, and it's just a given that everybody's brains kind of slow down as they get older. Like, I cannot play Counter-Strike to the level I used to play at when I was in high school. Depends on the game? Yeah, it depends on the game. Like, but I'm talking about, like, fast-paced shooters and stuff like that. Where it's, like, split-second decision-making is, like, do or die, basically. So, I want to see if we could do this. I'm curious. Can I set the location of this on screen? Oh, shit. We can kind of make it 3D. It's a bit to the right, though. Hold on. Does it have to be viewport relative? He needs a starter pack for learning UE. Sorry, the Crimson Unreal manual is not ready yet for public use. Having a tech job and learning to dev in my free time is a tough AF. Yeah, when you have a job, it's going to be different. Like, listen, everyone's going to have a different experience, right? Some people have kids, you know. Some people have like a lot of responsibilities. It's just going to be on a basis of you got to find the system that works for you. But I think anybody can do it. I think it's just about getting in there and install the software. Install the software. Just try to make something. Try to make stuff. Struggle. Struggle. Embrace the struggle. There's Xander. Set render translation. Okay, what might be happening is more so the fact that this is... What if I center it? Do we get a different result? It's probably all the way to the right now. So what I have to do is center this along this corner. What if I set the pivot? No, it's still left. Has AI changed the way to building things? I don't know. I don't use it. I don't know. I don't use it. So that's 167 units. Can I get the width of... Where's the widget? Where did it go? Is it not absolute size? Get size. Is it local size? Divided by 2. Get the local size divided by 2. Oh, no, we want to minus this from that. Not... Okay, absolute size might have been correct, actually. I think I just put it the wrong one. Yep. Put it on the wrong minus. This might be correct. Oh, it's like almost there. Although it looks weird. It's not 100% correct. It's cool though. Very cool. It might be possible I don't have to divide it by 2 actually. Do I also have to minus out the y? I don't think that's necessary, but... See, it's not in the same position that I would like it to be in. Because if I did 30 units, it should technically be up here. Something like this. And we can see that becoming a thing as we get closer to it. But when we're too far away, it seems to... Is it the absolute size? Can I just set a position of a slot directly? See, this sets the position of the slot, but that's technically not correct. I don't think this is going to set the position directly on like where the screen space is. Yeah. Surely you wanted to treat it like a billboard. The thing is, I know how we can do this in a very like accurate way, which is using like an actor. But too lazy to do that right now. I think if we can figure out the distance problem, I think we're good. Yeah, it does face the camera. Grim, why do you have everything in one widget instead of separating into smaller ones? This is all just HUD related stuff, so it's fine here. But you know what I could do, by the way? I could just minus the screen size divided by 2 and just keep it horizontal alignment rather than doing what I'm doing, but that's fine. This is all specifically HUD stuff, but I do have a lot of things separated into different widget elements. I'll show you real quick. There's a bunch of stuff separated into its own stuff. It's just, this is all HUD related things. But I am also lazy. Some of this stuff could be separate. Well, this one is. The hot drop zone is a separate widget. The inventory items are all separate. More of this could be separate. There could be more separation, but whatever. Also, a thing that really sucks. This is also dependent on... Does it have to be viewport relative? Nope. Uh-oh. The hand flipping is not working so well with the shadow. Yeah, we might just leave it as like a floating just thing underneath the crosshair for now. Just because it's a bit easier to handle. This could be cool though. It's just getting this render translation to be correct is going to be really, really annoying. Like what I could do is... I think the Y also does this also need to be centered here? Oh, that's so much better. Look at that. Oh, dude. Oh, yes. Yeah, baby. There we go. Now it's in the correct position. Yes, I did it. At the end of the day, it was just the geometry shit was being all fucky. Does that also work if I play in a smaller scale? Yes. However, the location is a little bit off. Slightly off. Not as bad as before, though. You have a lot of errors? Don't look at that. You know what it needs, Krim? More floating text. We can still see the game content. Flush. Flush sound. Flush sound. It's not gonna happen. I think random chance in UE is fucked up. You just flushed my toilet. WTF? Take that. Here, watch this. I'm gonna waste your... I'm gonna increase your water bill. It's not working. What broke? Electricity. Cool. That's cool. I like the text floating. Is this still readable to you guys? It would obviously be a lot more readable if it was like at the bottom of your screen, but I feel like that looks kind of cool. You should add an item in the game where you're holding a laptop plus webcam and you're streaming online, can randomly get items gifted by viewers if funny stuff happens. You know what's really funny? I've been working on that video, right? And I randomly found a clip, and it's literally just me saying, hold on, let me see if I can find it. It's literally 1 second long. No, not that one. Not that one. I don't know why I randomly click this. I randomly keep clicking the recording button, and then I where is that clip? What are these clips? I can't find it. Whatever. It's me literally just yelling, "Chat!" Anyways. I just realized that the train horn is coming from the game and not someone sending a super chat or something on Twitch. Here, Caspi. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Think of it like the gym bro telling him he can lift that 25 kilogram bar. That's just the bar, bro. That's just the bar. No, I tried it with 50% on the flush sound and it works. I think Unreal has a problem with very low percentage value. Either that or I'm really unlucky. All right. The next thing I want to do this on is the employee book because that's the other one I want to do. So we'll select this. We'll go here, and then we have to go to the Get UI Hand Type. Oh shit, that's kind of annoying seeing that while we're reading the book. Oh. Randomly generated train car. Should probably fix that. Bro, the door just opened. It's the employee. He's stuck. Idiot. Doofus. The power went out. That's kind of creepy. Guys? Mommy? So he's still stuck in the doorway, isn't he? What? I thought we fixed this. Did I revert something about the doors? Did I do something to the door to make it so they could just open? Any new mini games? Not yet. No, we gotta work on a bunch of task stuff, dude. I think that's gonna be like a big part of the game. But we gotta make them impactful, and I think one of the big ones that I think is gonna be really fun, that's like a pretty semi-easy one, is a one-time C4 planted, like a C4 randomly gets an explosive randomly gets planted in a train car, and you gotta find the code. So two things get randomly generated: the position for the explosive and the code. I feel like that'd be really, really fun. So we should do things like that more so. You know, now that I think about it, the train horn should be the welfare check. So there's another maintenance task that we're going to do in the future that requires you to push a button once in a while to say, hey, you're alive, kind of thing. We should do that just with the train horn. So this could be the thing that you have to push. Do you disable the movement moving the horn dongle or whatever it's called? No, it's still doing its thing. Oh, the player movement. We slowed down the player movement. But, you can indeed do this. You can elongate it. We call it natural Viagra around these parts. Organic Viagra. Lighting question, have you ever tried to generate a sodium vapor lighting effect? What? I don't even know what that looks like. Oh. 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 Shh. Turn it up. My increase volume button doesn't do anything. Love that button. It's a little bit like me. Doesn't do anything. I can relate. Green checkbox though. Oh yeah. Now I'm wondering, the welfare check button I feel like should just be the horn. Should just be the horn. Why does my YouTube chat keep disconnecting and reconnecting? What's wrong with YouTube? Do they just do they not care about live streamers on YouTube? It's so much about short form content that they actively try to kill the long form content whenever they can. All right, speed lever minigame. I don't know why I call it a minigame, but it is kind of like a minigame. Let's call it speed lever mechanic, because I don't like calling it a minigame. That sounds weird. Sodium vapor lamp is a gas discharge lamp that uses sodium in an excited state to produce light at a characteristic wavelength near 589. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to see a picture. You have a white block on the right? I don't think I've ever seen that. One thing that kind of annoys me, if you reverse the VOD, like if you, I don't know if I have it on my stream because I'm not a partner or anything, but on the streams where you have the little thing where you can, you know, go back in a stream, it doesn't reverse the chat. So you have an up-to-date chat wherever the, you know, in real time, but you don't have the chat at the point of where you like navigated to. You guys know what I'm talking about? No? Okay. All right. That's fine. All right, fine. Whatever. I think the welfare check should just be the horn. Yeah. The welfare check should just be the horn. How do we make it so we tell the player to use the horn, though? So the idea with the welfare check is that it emits a noise that will attract monsters. Actually, no, I don't really like that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. Bro doesn't give us a second to respond. Just, you know what I mean? No? All right. I'm making up chatters that speak in absolute real time in my head. You're lying on the train? I think it's just volumetric fog. I just use a bunch of volumetric fog for that. Just a shit ton of volumetric fog. Turn up that bad boy. Are there any other things in here that are... Oh, the, this thingy. Those are presses. Yes, man. Yes. Yes. In here. Oh, yeah. Pointing hand. However, we need text. Recently used. Krim is so afraid of the player being brain dead that he decided to put tooltips on every conceivable thing. It's true. It's true. It doesn't hurt, man. It doesn't hurt. I think. Possibly. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? IDS state. Oh, that's a byte? Oh, that's good. That's great. Krim's gonna hate me then? I have no text? Oh, I'm not gonna hate you. Your players are gonna hate you. Just when you get reviews, you'll see. Amanda's, how we doing? I think good. I think good. I think. The beauty of this is we can always just make a setting to disable the tooltips. Is that pretty? It's that beautiful. The players will slowly learn the game by just using these slight, like tiny little UI elements. And then they can just choose to turn it off. Insufficient funds to use. Did you eat today? If so far, if so, what have you been eating so far? I had a coffee. Does that count? I had coffee. Tooltips with videos in them. Listen, these aren't like tooltips. They're tooltips-ish, but they're more so to help like people to. The game doesn't really give you big indicators of how shit works, right? So it's like, okay. Back in my days, games had no yellow paint, no tutorial. You were just left to fend for yourself, figuring out level puzzles. Even resetting game save was a boss level. Puzzle Pokemon, Diamond Aware. What the fuck did you just say to me? Yeah, but that was also in a different age, where people only needed to work like half a job to buy a house. Now you got to work 3 jobs. You know, the beauty of this is we can you can use this for localization. Okay, so when we have 0, I should say insufficient funds. Insufficient funds to use. Hell yeah. Huh. Did you end up using the cable component for the horn? Yes, yeah. So the cable is just a visual element. We use a physics constraint to limit where the thing can actually move, and the cable just connects between the start point and the object. I would still make it feedback based, would lessen the clutter, like fade in / out when trying to do something. I do think, yeah, any of the stuff that's like invalid would be good to just kind of show a little thing. This one I think I would be there because it's important, because if you push this button, it literally like any players that are not in the main train lose all their items because they're deemed as like lost, basically. Now that will probably change. I'll probably make it like a timer if any players are not in the station at the time. Coffee. But we'll do that later on. Now the only thing we need to do is make it so left click can still do the same event, not just E. Because I did see that Jay, when he was doing some testing with me, he was like kind of confused at this. And I think this being a left click as well would be good. Yeah. Next, you have to add a quiz about the game mechanics in order to disable tooltips. We should do that. We should do that. Because there's the amount of times I've seen people turn off tutorials for something, even though they don't know how to play the game in Suit for Hire, and then they complain that they don't understand how to play the fucking game. Oh my god. Comically large coins with your face on them. We do need to put, by the way, some functionality for the screwdriver. The screwdriver. If you want to print your badge, you have to give the company an excellent rating on a fake job site. Oh my god, dude. I am gonna do some shit like that though. 100%. I feel like that's so immersive. You gotta like go through like onboarding. It really fits the tone. Make it like an intro of the game. Oh, I'm 100% doing a forced tutorial in a way that's just you being onboarded into the company. So it's a tutorial, but it's also in a way of like immersively introducing you to the game. This one is a sodium vapor light? No, it's yeah, so this is literally just volumetric fog. An emissive, and then a spotlight, and then it's all just volumetric fog doing all that stuff. That would be hilarious, though. To turn off tutorials, you have to submit a form. Dude, you have to submit a form successfully. Would that be troll as fuck, or would that be great? I don't know. That would definitely piss off some people, but maybe that would be perfect. That would be like free marketing. I don't know. No, that would piss off someone. You have to like successfully fucking do that shit. In the train, the is a sodium vapor light. Which one? This one at the top here? Or you mean the one like that? These are tube lights or fluorescents. Request denied. Yeah, literally, we could be like, you get faxed back a message that says denied. We could just put it so like the piece of paper has the things that were like wrong, so you could still do it, but You should have it actually wait real days to process. Okay, listen, let's not get too fucking crazy with it, okay? I'm not trying to farm negative reviews. The small one? My YouTube chat keeps cutting out. What the fuck is going on, YouTube chat? You could set up an actual email address. That's true. What the fuck? It went through the container. What? I mean, for the form to process. Yeah, I know what you mean, but I would probably make it instantaneous. Like, it's already fucking troll enough making them have to fill out a form to turn off tooltips. And fill out... I feel like then having to make it go... that would probably be troll as hell. I do kind of want to do it, though. It would be very different. You should start a real corporation. I wonder what happens if we give that the... I know we do it here with the retainer box and we give the whole texture and stuff, but I wonder what if we also wrap this with the retainer box as well. This is going to be the PP, the on-screen PP, which apparently has a blueprint oh, that's just the temper. That got me. That got me. Okay, let's see if it looks good. Ah, it looks so good that it doesn't even render. It's so damn good that it doesn't even render, baby. I dropped a link to wiki on the game dev section. A sodium vapor lamp. Oh yeah, I don't know, man. I just made the lamp really warm. I made the light really warm and shit. That was basically all I did. I don't know if it's accurate, but yeah. I have a concern about that because of ages and country laws might have a problem with that unless you have it part of the actual EULA. For what? For filling out a form to disable tooltips? Are there actually laws for that? Oh, sending an email. Yeah, I could see that being problematic. My border not be centered? Where is my... Where's my alignment settings for the hover object? Excuse me? There's none. Ah. Yeah. Do I care about using this fucking post-processing on this tiny thing? Not really. No, I would just keep it within the thing. I would just keep it within the game, especially for something that important. I would keep all of that in the game. Next up in your Crim stream, writing an EULA that includes sending an email for a tooltip deactivation. We're not doing that. No. I'm not that fucking crazy. I'm crazy, but not that crazy. I think the problem is that we have to set the render translation of the retainer box, not of the object border. Guys, I don't know. I don't think we need that little post-processing detail in there. I don't think it's necessary. Also, what's really annoying is that I can't... The retainer box can't be a fill, and then the hover object border, I can't... So this would happen. I want it to just be the thing, but for some reason it won't do the thing. Yeah, you're pissing me off, Unreal. Yeah, I don't think it's worth having the little post-process effect on here. Let me try a different color. I'm thinking the same color as the other UI elements. Give me the color. I wish the retainer box, though, could be on the entire screen, because then we could properly do the curve effect. Because right now it's not proper right now. It's not giving us a proper result, as you can see. Like what it would look like if I, doing more UI polishing? Sorry, you're right. I think we tested this a way back, which is putting it in here. But putting it on the entire HUD. It's not really all that much different. No, it is a bit different when it's there. I don't know if I like it on the whole HUD though, guys. Here, let me hide I'll hide my camera so you guys can get the full picture. Like, I don't know if I would, like, who, like... feel like it's too much. Am I using the default UE font? Yeah, we're still using Roboto for some stuff. This one is not Roboto. I forgot what font name it is, though. What else appears on the screen? Oh, right, bandaging. I don't know. Hey, peace out, Alec. I feel like it's overdoing it if we put it on the entire screen. Oh my god! Oh, it did! Oh my god, we did it! Oh my god! Oh my god! It exists! It works! It fucking works! Oh. Dude, it works. Oh my god, it fucking works. Yes, man. God, that's awesome. Alright, I don't know if I want to put it on the whole screen, though. What just happened? What do you mean, what just happened? They really do be the simple things. I think I like the different color, though. I like the different text color. I fuck with that. Should we put the retainer box on the thing? Somebody would get it on the first time and think that's not the horn, but the toilet flusher. That's a 1 in 180 chance, I think, though. You should add a tooltip just in case. We don't need to add a tooltip on this. Come on, guys. Come on. Don't be funny now. Don't be funny. We don't need a tooltip on this. Although maybe we do. No, maybe not. No, maybe. No, we don't. No, we don't. Although if we make that the welfare check, we might have to. We put a tooltip on everything. We put a tooltip on everything. Bam badum, bam badum, bam badum, badum badum, ram badum. Someone help me out here. Is Yaw in here? Yaw knows about the UI stuff. If I put a retainer box in every single one of these separate actor widget UIs with the post-processing effect, is it running the material once or is it running the material multiple times? It might be running the material multiple times, which might get pretty gnarly. Unless I can somehow add these to a render target and then make it all render all at once, it'd be fine. But this would be cool to put material box multiple times per instance. Oh my, oh shit. So I'd have to somehow render all of these to a render target and then put the retainer on the render target, right? And then that way it's just one instance. Barter, Oh, what the fuck? Can you not just make it a material? That's the thing, we have it all through a post process. I could maybe put it as a simple material. I just don't know how to. Let me take a look at the PP. Post process, by the way, post process. Would this work directly on the image? Either way, wouldn't that be expensive anyways? Even if we were to put it on the image? I don't know how to apply this. To a, I don't even know how I don't even know how I'd apply them all to a render target. I'm gonna be real. Can I be real with you for a second? I don't even know how the fuck I would do that. Where is that shop UI? The shop item preview, but this is used somewhere. Where is this? Is it not used anywhere? No, no, no. Wait, we add that to, no, we add that to an actor. The retainer box widgets provide the rendered widget as a render target, if that helps. If you have multiple rendering to that one render target, are they all going to be addition or are they going to override over each other? That could be problematic. That would be... Wait, we directly use it in the item pickup? Oh my god, we just add the widget component to the thing? So I know the return box can render to a render target. The effect option applied to the render target will set the texture sampler based on the name set in the texture parameter. Because it's like making an atlas to then organize and place in the post process. Widget components also can provide the render target in Blueprint, if not mistaken, but I know you can get it in C++. I'll see. But how do I even grab this render target globally? Like anything that has a retainer box, how the hell do I don't know, man. Could add a component on the game state or something to do the management that way. I'm just trying to figure out where does it even, like, how can I grab the render targets directly? I know we can grab the texture parameter, no problem. If I wanted to grab... I don't know. How would I read this render target directly? Now that'd be interesting to see. Is like, where does that render target go to? Does it become an actual file that we can grab from every single one of these directly? I don't know. Don't know. Don't think it'd be possible. I don't think it'd be possible. Yeah, we just set the name. I don't know. I don't know how I would grab every single one of them together. It would have to be a case where I like grab every single one that's on screen and do something, and I'm not really sure how to do that. Whatever. We'll do that at a future date. That's going to be like polished stuff anyways. Like, this is fine as is. Although I wouldn't mind making it a bit brighter. Yeah. I don't know, huh? Played Street Fighter, the game's great. Hey, glad you enjoy it. Glad you enjoy it. Hey, hell yeah. Okay, what's up next? Watch next. What we doing next? I think we might need a button to like scan for items. Or some items are pretty hard to see. And maybe that could be like an indicator of how many items are still in a car or haven't been discovered yet. Those car models are insane. They're just block out models. Wait, the werewolf saw me? That's kind of terrifying. Look at him run down the damn... Oh shit. Oh fuck. And then the power had to go out. Of course it did. Whoa! I'm out of here. Oh, he's still stuck on the bus. Idiot. Anyways, I'm gonna go fix the power. Don't look at me. Something broke next door. Great, this dumbass. Fun creep. Hell yeah. I should be able to break a lock with a sledgehammer. It should just make a shit ton of noise. Yeah, but then that makes it so the bolt cutters are kind of like useless. But I have a strong feeling someone's gonna try to use the sledgehammer on it. Why am I hearing footstep noises? I also see 1.0, which means a monster... Oh my fuck! Oh, what the hell are you doing right there? Oh my god, he's in the wall! He's in the fucking wall. Oh, I was like, why is it there's a monster currently seeing me in their visibility? And then... here he is. He's in the wall. Make it take a few hits. Okay, we have to see how we end up doing that one. Because I want the bolt cutters to be like the item that you need to open up the container at the station. Maybe it's a different kind of lock. The idea for the sledgehammer would be that you could use it to break small crates, and then the crowbar would be used to open up large crates. So we'd have a specific style for these kind of crates, or maybe smaller ones. Oh, here. Look at that. Bolt cutters. Uh-oh. Don't jump over here. Ooh, she's terrifying. I'm out of here. He's gonna leap down there. Wait, can he not leap off the bus? He literally can't get off the bus. Haha, noob. There's no item spawns in here. There's a landmine in here. All that for a landmine, huh? Bolt cutters work on chains. Hammer only breaks padlocks. Maybe, yeah, maybe we need like a visual difference between all of them. Okay, so it's kind of janky. You can make a material with the texture parameter. After the retainer box fills in that texture parameter, you get the texture parameter value from the retainer box material, and then you have the texture. So then from the texture, I paint that onto my own render target texture. Perhaps put labels on them so people can read it's a chain. No, we don't need labels on them, but we do definitely we would need like a different visual for which one can be used with a sledgehammer and which one could be used with the bolt cutters. Essentially stamping it on the other render target. At that point, is that more optimized than just placing the post-process effect on them? I guess it is more optimized, eh? Make it a different color. We could also do a color thing. I think a good visual difference would be good. That way we create like a design language of what the sledgehammer can do and what the yeah, we'll see what we end up doing. We'll see what we end up doing. Are there other people working with you? Ideally, this game would be played in co-op, but when I do testing, it's mostly in single player. But this is going to be a co-op game. Like, you got VoIP and everything, right? So blah, 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 blah. Actually, question. How the hell did... I think this would be so sick to figure out in this game. I know it's very stupid and polished, but... How the hell did Big Walk do the localized echo? How did they do localized echo for, like, players doing VoIP? Why is this team so white? I just haven't changed the visual effect for it. It's cum steam. Oh, okay, wait. Noah, I don't know if you meant working with me as in working with me in the game or working on the game with me. There's a few other people, yes. Is that a puddle? Why does it look like a puddle? Am I seeing shit? Am I going fucking crazy? That might be the lighting. What's going on there? What do you mean localized echo? If you scream in VoIP or like yell really loudly in VoIP in Big Walk, you will hear the echo as well. It's almost like it's listening, you're self-listening in a way to your VoIP. Probably built on top of the audio system to cache the audio and play it again in different distance to the listeners. What about so the other listeners I can understand figuring out a system for that, but what about like echo for yourself? So if I scream, then I can hear the echo myself. Hate to break it to you, but the echo is same in all languages. It's not what I mean. Not localized as it, not localized. I mean local echo, like your own mic audio being sent to the reverberation. Like, I can listen to my own mic. Mic playback. Oh shit, I forgot what it was. Voice dot. But then we hear ourselves. Find your channel by watching Charlie's video. Moist Critical. Very cool. How he played the game. Very, very cool. You just set the gate on the listener so sound from yourself above a certain peak will be heard? Hold on. Let me remember how to even do this. There's a way of hearing... Is it mic? Dot... No. VC? Voice? It's voice something. Oh, there we go. Voice loopback. Hello? Testing? Testing? Hello? Testing? Hello? Hello? It might not work because I'm in... Oh, you know what? Actually, it might not work because I'm in Pi rather than standalone. No idea how you do that in UE. That's what I mean. I'm asking it within the context of what we're doing here. I don't know how I would do it. What the hell just happened there? Did you guys see that? Okay, I'm trying to like... Alright. Why is the color of the train slightly different? Oh, right. This issue. Hello? Testing? Test. Hello? No, I'm not talking about the space stuff. Like, listen, I could just use our reverb volumes. That's not a problem for me. I could just use our reverb volumes to determine that. I'm just more so curious, how do we make it so we can hear it? The loopback for some reason isn't playing. Oh, because I think my mic might not be set up. It's not. It would appear... Oh, there we go. Testing? Test? Testing. Testing. Hey, hey. You guys hear that? But how can we make that only play in a reverberation volume? Hey, hey. Put your headphones next to the microphone? No, that's not... that's... that's not what I mean. We can create echo naturally by putting the headphones into the microphone and creating a feedback loop. You can't do that right now. Are you fucking kidding me? I bugged out the game? We gotta fix that. That's not very good. Hey, hey. See? You see what I mean? Hey, hey. You see what I mean? But what if we just make it so you only hear the ending part, the actual, the echo, the reverb, and not my voice. You see what I'm saying? You guys get the vision? Why is it saying I can't do that right now, motherfucker? A sound submix asset. Yeah. But won't that affect other people's voices? Like, I can do a sound mix, but I'm pretty sure that would affect other people's voices as well. Hey! 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 God, that'd be so sick. You're messing with the audio stream? That gets expensive? Yeah, that's the thing. Listening to our own audio is probably going to be pretty expensive. Hey! And then we'd have to loop back constantly. And then I don't know if the reverb would be able to work. I don't know. All right, whatever. It's a thought though. We do have to figure out why returning to the main menu and then going back in causes the button to be not usable though. That's problematic. We can see that the visual of the button is clearly changing, but it's not. That could be a problem with the on rep, maybe. Allow button press. Is it electronic enabled that's maybe being set to false? Hold on, let's test this real quick again. Okay. Is that because I'm starting the game in standalone in the level directly? Parent begin play. Try on game state. Entered station. Allow button press. You know what? Entered station might not be playing when we're in station 0. Let's do this. I'm gonna force it to do this just as a safety precaution, because I did notice this on clients as well at one point. Question, if you don't mind, does SmoothSync handle any of the replication inherently, or does it just sort of optimize it behind the scenes? Having trouble wrapping my head around it. I still don't 100% know what SmoothSync does, to be honest with you. I do need to take a deep dive into like what it's really doing. You would still have to set replication enabled on the object, but it does handle like the smoothing of the location, rotation, all that stuff. You can like look at all of the settings there. And I also noticed that it kind of handles client authority a little bit too, which is nice. You can make it so if you set the ownership of a client to an object, and as long as you have the Boolean set for it, they can have a much more up-to-date version of the object. Which is really nice. It kind of gives a bit more authority for the person holding an object, which is good, at least in the situation of our game. Okay, let's see if that fixes it. I do notice the train spawns in really late. I don't know why. Okay, now the button works. And now we can press it. Let's try rehosting. Okay, it works. That's good. That's good, at least, for Station 0. Better not have a body type A or a body type B. Just because you mentioned it, I might add it in. Despite you specifically, I will add it in. No, I was kidding. Luckily, our character models don't really have any sort of inherent, I don't know, sex, I guess. Not really like, they don't really have like a, I don't think I can add a client while in, yeah, I don't think I can in standalone. They don't really have a, like a, you know what I mean? Which is great. It's good for us, actually. I don't know why I'm getting errors about this set crosshair state. I don't know where this is. Oh, it's trying to get the hit location. Uh-oh. And we can't just do an is valid check here in a select because it's still going to try to run the code. Is there a safe select? Did I end up making that in here? Nope, I did not. Oh, whoa! Okay, that's annoying. I think in Suit for Hire, I ended up making a function called safe select. If something is not valid, it will not run through. Make a blush emote under the eyes and call it body type B. Body type B will be extremely skinny body and big bazonka donks. Badinkadoos. Flippity floppities. God, wait, now that I think about it, putting in the crates is a great idea. The breakable crates, because if you don't have a sledgehammer, you can just bring the crates back to the front of the train. Right? And then once you get a sledgehammer, then you can start breaking all the crates. Body type instead of sex is insane, by the way. Listen, man, we got bigger problems to fucking complain about. Have you seen where your tax money goes? It does fucking nothing. Have you seen the price of coffee? Shit's fucked. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Get in there! Wait, can that fit? Wait. Oh my god. It's like it was meant to be. I don't think it could fit, guys. It's not a square, it's a rectangle. Demon Souls Remake cares, by the way, or Elden Ring? I thought the Demon Souls Remake was great. We're not getting that flush sound again, guys. I think it was just that one time. And that's okay. It's meant to be a one-time thing. All right. Okay, well, we fixed that bug, kind of, sort of. We're gonna have to fix the is valid issue here. Now I gotta fix the shelf to get the box in there. That whole, the entire front train is gonna have to be changed because we have to double the size of it. Which I'm not looking forward to. Not looking forward to doing that at all. Oh, I haven't stood up in a while. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know what you're thinking. Don't do it. Just stand up? Yeah, I am gonna just stand up and take a little break. Maybe I'll get myself a snack. How long are we streaming for? Almost 4 hours? It's almost lunchtime here, actually. Or dinner time, sorry. Yeah, of course. Of course. Yep. It's a moment of time until someone was gonna make me do the 5 push-ups. Yaddy ha daddy doo. Please don't break my nose. Don't worry, I'll break the fucking floor before I break my nose. We can never verify if you actually don't just have stomach lift down there. What do you mean stomach lift? What do you mean by stomach lift? What does that mean? Like a contraption? It's the fucking floor. It's the floor. There's nothing on the floor. I'm doing push-ups, real push-ups. You can trust me on that. Can you do a push-up while doing a handstand? No, I can't do that. What do you think I am? I do calisthenics? No. Can't do that. An installed panel to lift me up. Yeah, you motherfuckers are gonna be like, wow, you put it in the wooden planks. The planks in the floor, there's a little lift that he just pushes through a button. Whatever. All right. Well, we completed one task, which is pretty rare for me. Where's the sledgehammer item interact? It's not even a task. That's crazy. We have shovel in here, but not even sledgehammer. Propane stovetop item interaction. Wait, do we have the sledgehammer in here? Where the fuck? Hold E on an item to swap it if the inventory is full and currently selecting something. Oh, fuck off. Archive. Slapping players. Okay, I still want to put that in the game at some point. Something I find really fun. Or I love that you can hold left click and it puts your hand out in Big Walk and then you can slide your hand over stuff and you hear the noise of that. We could make it so left clicking just puts your hand out. The problem is if we have a thing to put your hand out but then you grab things, I don't want to make it so you have to also grab things with your hand. That's going to be really problematic. Why does my character look so large? Is it just somehow the shadow? What happened? Why does it look so... What's the heck? Can you do the Scorpion voice from Mortal Kombat? Get over here? No, I can't do that. Can't do that for free. 1 for free and 2 for... ruin my fucking vocal cords? No, no, no. Why is there shadow text on the ground? Preview, preview. Well, I don't know. I don't know. All stretchy bendy like? I know, but it just, I feel like it's gonna look so distracting, and I kind of prefer just the simple UI look. You know what I mean? I kind of prefer the simple UI look that we have here. But man, hearing that you can go to a window in Big Walk and your whole fucking hand goes makes the noise of like rubbing on a glass is so cool. I don't know why I find that so cool. We have a thing where if you run into an object, it makes a big like noise. Couldn't you do that with the hand cursor as well? We could. I did, Anvar. I don't know, dude. I don't want to spend too much time on the logo right now. We'll see what we end up doing. I think for now it's okay for like pre-release, and then we could figure out the rest from there. I'm getting some lag spikes for some reason. It's the draw time? Could also be all these errors. You know, could be that too. Can make the word rot literally rotten like maybe in the future we'll see what we end up doing to it. I have no clue what we're gonna do yet. Like maybe there's like more static on the words rot. Who knows? All right, anyways, I'm getting hungry. I'm super distracted right now. I don't think I'm going to be able to get any work done. But things are slowly getting there. I just opened up Photoshop, and I don't even have that fucking license anymore. Honestly, I should just remove this. Although I'm probably going to get an Adobe license again, maybe, possibly, I don't know. I can't take Affinity Photo. Seriously. All right. You wouldn't download a car. I can't. What? I'll be on tomorrow. I'm probably gonna go to the gym tomorrow, so it might be a bit of a later stream. Don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. I gotta figure out dinner. I'm hungry right now. I'm so hungry. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. I also got to work on the video, so check out the YouTube channel, subscribe. Video within probably the next 2 weeks, which also means the Steam page will be up. Cinema. All right, goodbye. Have a great day.